to my channel. I'm Magganisium. So sorry for not uploading for the past few weeks because I wasn't in the right headspace. Like, my mental health was struggling a bit, and I've decided that I don't want to stick to a particular schedule of uploading because I want to upload when I feel like producing content, when I feel like uploading, because I just wasn't in the right headspace for the past few weeks. I just didn't feel so good, basically.
I don't feel so good.
And I don't want to project more negativity in the world because there is already enough negativity in the world. So I have some news to share with you guys today, some good news. Well, actually not good news. It's like good news and bad news together combined. So I got into medical school. In Monash University in Australia. So it's actually a 4-year graduate entry medicine degree, which means that you have to have a bachelor's degree. So I'll put the list here somewhere. A bachelor's degree of a related discipline, and it is supposed to begin next February in 2021. So I didn't tell you guys about it previously because honestly the circumstances keep changing and therefore my decisions keep changing as well. So I've actually filmed 3 videos, like 3 versions of videos about getting into medical school, right? So the first version I filmed is that I won't go to Australia. I won't go to medical school in Australia because my love for the UK is too strong and I don't want to leave the UK. And the second version of the video I filmed is that I will be going to Australia because I don't want to waste this opportunity, like this perfect opportunity right in front of me. And the third version of this video, which is this video right now that I'm filming, is that I won't go to Australia for medical school. Not because I don't want to, but because the circumstances wouldn't allow me to. So let me explain. So I'm not sure if you're aware, but currently the borders of Australia are closed because of COVID. Yes, COVID again. So that means unless you're an Australian citizen or you have exemptions, you basically can't cross the border to enter Australia. So we're now looking at the travel restrictions and exemptions by the Department of Home Affairs of the Australian government website. So here it says that you are automatically exempt if you are an Australian citizen, a permanent resident of Australia, etc., etc. Of course, if you need to read. And you can also apply for individual exemptions if you satisfy any one of these points. So even with a student visa, which I would be applying, I should have been applying, but even with a student visa you wouldn't be able to cross the borders to study in Australia because the borders are closed. And so far the university, Monash University, has not provided me with any info related to this. They basically don't know when students can actually travel to enter Australia. I mean international students, they don't know when international students are able to travel to study in Australia, to get back on campus. So they've sent me an email saying that they don't really know much about this, and the Australian government has not given any guidelines regarding international students returning to Australia or going to Australia to study. And they sent me an email saying that they are currently working on documentations that would allow students, like continuing students, they would provide them with exemptions so that they can cross the border and enter Australia to be back on campus, but that doesn't apply to new students, which I'm one of them. So basically that means that if I do accept my offer to do medicine in the coming February 2021, that means I would have to do my course online, I would have to attend lectures online in my home country, in Hong Kong, because I couldn't enter the borders. And I would have to continue online learning on Zoom until I'm able to cross the border, which really is very uncertain because you don't know when the borders will reopen, you don't know when I can actually physically travel to be on campus. Whereas my fellow course mates who are currently inside Australia, they could attend like on-campus learning, like on-campus lectures, tutorials or labs even, which is really unfair on my part, I think, because I would be paying so much. It's like Australian dollars 79,700 per year, so for 4 years, and I would be paying so much, but then I couldn't enjoy the full learning experience. I couldn't benefit from the full learning experience that is essential to the course, because like medicine is very, very clinical, it's very hands-on related, so there's no way you can do medicine online, honestly. Like, yes, sure, for humanities you can do online lectures, you know, you can study online, that would probably have minimal effect on you, but then for STEM, particularly medicine, there's no way you can do medicine online and Zoom all day long. That just doesn't work. Not to mention that my social life is going to be at stake as well. Like, I couldn't make friends on Zoom. Like, I mean, yeah, you can, but it's a bit ludicrous and it's just a bit weird. I think I still prefer the face-to-face interacting way to make friends, you know, and I think friends and course mates are very, very important. They're actually vital to your studying because you kind of help each other out and you help each other get through tough times. And I'm very lucky to have made really, really close friends when I was doing biomed in university. We sort of helped each other get through tough times and helped each other, and you definitely need that for medicine as well, because medicine is a lot tougher, and I've got a taste of medicine when I was doing biomed, and I couldn't do this alone. There's no way I could do this alone online. So I would need friends, I would need course mates to support me along the way. And so considering all the circumstances that I've mentioned, you know, I've decided to defer my offer to February 2022. So it's really a tough decision to make, I would say, but at least I proved one thing, is that biomed graduates or biomed students, they are not medicine rejects, okay? So don't say that biomed people, they are rejects again. Don't ever say that, okay? Well, to be fair, the reason I applied to do medicine in Australia is because I wanted to show that I can make it, that I'm capable, that I'm worth it, that I am worthy.
I'm still worthy.
So, you know, particularly to people who doubted me in the past, who questioned my ability, questioned my capability, and to people who have looked down on me before, I want to show that I can make it, and I wanted to prove them wrong. So one secondary school teacher basically humiliated me and insulted me by saying that I would never be successful in life and that I'm incompetent. So that's another story to share, because it definitely was a game changer for me. It definitely impacted me so much. So I don't know if you know this, I don't think I've said it before on my channel, but it is a quote that I've created. It is, feeling of incompetence becomes motivation, motivation becomes perseverance, and perseverance becomes success. So really the reason why I strive to become successful comes down to feeling of incompetence, because I felt incompetent, or at least people have told me that I'm incompetent. That is why I've always wanted to be successful, because I want to prove them wrong. I want to show them that they're wrong and to prove that I'm worthy. So if I think positively, you know, on the bright side, maybe God has decided that this isn't the path that I should take, and that I should return to the UK and go back to the UK, because at the end of the day it is the country that I truly love, and it's the country that I feel like I belong anyways. I want to be there. So, you know, maybe not being able to go to Australia is the right path for me. So the plan now is to do masters next year in the UK, next September 2021, and in the meantime I will be preparing for the UK CAT so that I can enter medical school in 2022. So if I can get in medical school, I should be starting medical school in September 2022. So obviously I don't know where these plans are going to work, because it's really, really uncertain at the moment. I don't know what will happen after my masters, you know, whether I end up getting a PhD or whether I end up getting into medical school. I don't know about that, but there's one thing for sure I can tell you, is that I will be going to the UK next year, and I will be doing my masters next September. So if everything fails, you know, if I don't get into medical school, if I don't get a PhD after my masters, then I would go to Australia and take that offer of medicine. But because I have been through the application process of applying to Monash University for medicine, for graduate entry medicine precisely, so I've been through the MMI process, I've been through the SJT process, so probably I can share my point of view on that, like what to expect and what to prepare for those things in future videos. and I apologise if this video is not very educational. I try to make my videos a bit more educational, or at least informative, but I hope you have a better understanding of what application to like medical school is like in Australia, particularly Monash University. And my next video would be quite educational, it would be more biomed related, because I'll be talking about immunology in my next video. So this is it for today's video. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for all your support, you know, I'm truly thankful for that. Don't forget to like, share and comment on my videos if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel. So stay safe and goodbye.